What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going over the 10 greatest wrestling matches of 2018 in the WWE. Now that we are done with my top 10 best wrestlers of 2018, we need to move on to my favorite matches of the year. And before I do move on, you need to know that this list will include NXT matches because there were some awesome matches. Also, the way I chose the matches were based on what I think are matches you need to see, regardless of what brand they are on, regardless if they're on Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, or 205 Live. Also, I suggest you to watch every single match on this list because they are classic matches that will go down in the history books as some of the best of all time. Anyways, let's start with number 10, Becky Lynch versus Asuka versus Charlotte at TLC. The main event of TLC this year was the first ever women's TLC match we saw, and it was truly special. All three of these women gave it their all and it delivered. There was a ton of action, many high-risk maneuvers, and absolute chaos between all three women. This is also a great match because Asuka finally won the women's championship on the main roster. All three women have great chemistry, and this match proved it. Number 9, the NXT North American ladder match at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. Moving on to the first NXT match that is featured on this list, and we have what I think is the best ladder match of all time. This match involved Ricochet, Adam Cole, EC3, the Velveteen Dream, Lars Sullivan, and Killian Dane. When you see a lineup like that, you already know it's going to be a spectacular match. There were so many awesome spots in this match I cannot explain to you. You just need to watch it. It was something special that you need to watch. So after the video is done, go check it out on the WWE Network or whatever other platform you use. Maybe YouTube. I don't know, man. Just check it out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Number 8, the Elimination Chamber Gauntlet match that took place on Monday Night Raw in February. I don't know exactly what day it is. But anyways, before Elimination Chamber, the 7 men that were a part of that match had a huge gauntlet match that took up most of an episode of Monday Night Raw. This match included Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Elias, Finn Balor, The Miz, and Braun Strowman. Seth Rollins would start off the match with Roman Reigns, and he defeated both Roman and John Cena, lasting over an hour, which was epic. Overall, the entire match was entertaining and very unique. Usually Raw starts off with a segment, and honestly this was very fresh. If you haven't already, make sure to check out this match as well. Well, honestly, you're gonna have to check out every match, so I don't know why I'm saying that anyways now at this point, but you get it. Number 7, the Velveteen Dream versus Tommaso Ciampa at NXT TakeOver War Games 2. At War Games, we witnessed the Velveteen Dream battling for his first ever NXT championship opportunity against Tommaso Ciampa. This feud was set up perfectly, and the match was no different. Their different styles clashing was very interesting to watch, and it led to one of the best bouts of the year. One of my favorite parts about this match is when Ciampa threw something at Mauro Ranallo and yelled at him. It just goes to show how good Ciampa is at his job. This seems to be a match people don't talk about enough, therefore I will do the honors and talk about it all I want, so you know what, go watch it. Number 6, Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. WWE trolled us for the second year in a row regarding our Survivor Series champion versus champion match. It appeared that we were going to see AJ Styles face Brock Lesnar in a rematch, but WWE changed plans at the very last second. Instead, we got a dream match we've wanted to see for so long, and that was Daniel Bryan taking on The Beast. This match had such great storytelling and phenomenal false finishes. I literally jumped out of my seat because I thought that Daniel Bryan was going to get the 3 count and defeat The Beast. Like, bro, you do not understand. This was definitely a dream match that was worth the wait. Number 5, Johnny Gargano versus Aleister Black at NXT TakeOver War Games 2. Two of the best wrestlers in the company went head-to-head at War Games 2. Obviously, this match was bound to be great. Aleister Black and Johnny Gargano can have a good match with pretty much anyone. So when you put the two together, you get absolute magic in that squared circle. These two also had one of the best feuds of the year. Therefore, the story was amazing and the build-up was great as well. Therefore, the anticipation was there. If you haven't watched this already, what are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? Number 4, the Undisputed Era versus Ricochet, Pete Dunne, and the War Raiders at NXT TakeOver War Games 2. When WWE announced that War Games would be an annual event, I was worried it would get repetitive and they could not top the last year's matchup. And I was extremely wrong. All 8 men delivered and gave one of the greatest matches that included a ton of destruction, chaos, and war. Ricochet was flying all over the place, the War Raiders showed off some brutal moves, Pete Dunne was breaking fingers, and the Undisputed Era was being the Undisputed Era, which is basically being shaky. This is 47 minutes long, and you will enjoy every single minute of it. Every single second, every single millisecond. I don't know what's after second. You know what? That's it. I'm done with this one. I'm done talking about this match. Let's move on to the next one. Number 3, Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano, and I'm gonna say all 3 of them. I know I'm being very cheap when I include all 3 on my list, but I feel like these 2 had an amazing trilogy that took place throughout the year, and it's only fair to say that you need to watch all 3 in order, you know? It's like Back to the Future or Star Wars. You need to watch all 3, you know? You know? Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano gave us 3 classic matches this year and was probably the best feud of the year. It's only fair to include all 3. I cannot wait to see Johnny Gargano take down Tommaso Ciampa and finally become the NXT champion at probably NXT New York. Number 2, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte in the last woman standing match at Evolution. We're back at another main roster match, and that is the real main event of Evolution, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte in a last woman standing match. This match was extremely entertaining, hardcore, and told a wonderful story. Becky Lynch and Charlotte are 2 of the best wrestlers, and they continue to evolve the women's division. I can proudly say that this was the best match on the main roster. However, at number 1, we have Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas at NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. Aside from being slightly biased due to attending the match, I watched it again on the WWE Network, and it was no different than how I remembered it. Andrade and Johnny literally gave us the best match of the year. It was one of the craziest matches I've ever seen. There was just so much drama and so much going on. The entire place wanted Gargano to become champion. Almas and Gargano gave us the match of the year in January, and no match was able to top it. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Valenplana, and I'll see you all in the next video.